Welcome to The Explainer. You know that feeling when you hear a song and it just transports you back in time? Well, today we're diving into how that exact power can be this incredible tool for connection, for well being, especially for the older folks in our lives. So let's do this. Let's build a soundtrack that can bridge generations. This right here, this idea is really the heart of it all. Music isn't just background noise, right? It's a bridge to the past. It's like a key that can unlock doors in the mind we might have thought were shut for good.
And look, this isn't just some nice, fluffy idea. It's real. There's this documentary, Alive Inside, that shows it so powerfully. You see how a single, familiar tune from someone's youth can just slice right through the fog of dementia. It brings them back, sparking joy, sparking recognition, even for a moment. It is just absolutely incredible to see.
So, what is this magic of melody we're talking about? Well, at its core, music is pretty much an emotional time machine. It helps people reminisce, and it taps into these really deep-seated experiences, reconnecting them with the life they've lived. All right, let's get into the science of it all, because beyond that emotional connection, there's actually some really cool science behind why music works so well. See, neurologically, our musical memories are often tucked away in parts of the brain that diseases like Alzheimer's don't damage as much. So even when other memories start to fade, music can still find a way through. And when you look at the benefits, it's just amazing. I mean, think about it. This is a powerful, totally drug-free way to boost someone's quality of life. We're talking about lowering stress and anxiety, actually helping the immune system and supporting memory. It can even get people moving again, tapping their feet, engaging with the world around them. It's huge. Okay, so that's the why. But what about the how? How do we actually tap into all these benefits? Well, it all boils down to one word: personalization. We've got to find the music they love, and the research is pretty clear that the most powerful songs usually come from their teens and early 20s. All right, let's fire up our musical time machine. First stop, someone who's in their 90s right now. Their formative years? We're talking the 1930s and 40s. So we're stepping right into the big band era. Let's see who was topping the charts back then. You gotta picture it. This is the era of big band swing and these absolutely timeless vocalists. We're talking Glenn Miller, Bing Crosby, the Andrews Sisters. These aren't just names on a list. They were the soundtrack of an entire generation's youth. The music of dance halls and wartime radio. Okay, let's jump forward a decade or so. For those in their 80s today, their youth was the 1940s and the early 50s. And the music starts to shift, right? We're moving toward classic pop vocalists and the rise of the crooners. Yeah, this was really the golden age of the solo singer, wasn't it? Just think of those smooth, unforgettable voices of Nat King Cole, Doris Day, Tony Bennett. These were the songs you'd hear on the jukebox or coming from the family radio. They're classics for a reason. Now, for folks in their 70s, oh boy, things really start to change. The music of their teenage years, the 50s and early 60s, saw the birth of a whole new sound: rock and roll. This was a musical revolution. This was the kind of music that made parents a little nervous. You had the electric energy of Elvis Presley, those incredible harmonies from the Everly Brothers, and then on the other side, the cool, smooth style of the Rat Pack. What a fantastic mix of rebellion and romance. And our last stop on this musical tour is for those in their 60s. Their youth was the 1960s, a decade of just massive change, and the music reflected all of it. We're talking about everything from Motown soul to the British invasion. I mean, come on, just look at these names: the Beatles, the Rolling Stones, Aretha Franklin. These are absolute legends. Their songs didn't just get played on the radio. They defined a whole generation of creativity, change, and some seriously incredible music. Okay, I can already hear some of you thinking, yeah, but my grandpa hated the Beatles, or my mom only ever listened to country music. And you know what? That's a totally fair point. These lists are, of course, pretty general. And that's where this advice from Connie Chow at Daily Caring really hits the nail on the head. The point is that these lists, they're meant to be a great starting point. They're a way to start a conversation, to jog a memory, and to begin that fun process of discovering what really truly lights them up. Which leads us perfectly into our final thought here. Press play on connection. Because at the end of the day, this isn't just about digging up a bunch of old songs. It's about using those songs as a tool to create new moments of joy and real connection right here, right now. So what's the big takeaway from all this? What do you do now? Well, it really is this simple. Step 1, build that playlist, using these ideas as a jumping off point. Step 2, and this is the most important part, press play, and just be there with them in that moment. And finally, step 3, connect. Watch for that little foot tap, the smile, the story that starts with, I remember when, and just see where it takes you both.
So, we'll leave you with this one thought to chew on. The right song can bridge years in an instant. It can spark a memory, a story, or a smile that says so much more than words ever could. So what's the first song you're going to play?